Hi, my name is Krista Mahon, independent designer with Couture from Cincinnati, Ohio. Welcome to the Krista's Chalking Crew. Today we're going to be doing the Sassy kitchen signs. It's a brand new transfer. It's a size C. It is large, but once you cut it up, you have all these individual pieces. So this is a C size, and then you cut the cut lines and you mark each one. So this is how it looked before I cut it. This is very cute little designs, cute little sayings. So it's getting hot in here. Baker's going to bake. What the fork? Life is short. Lick the bowl. Chop it like it's hot and just eat it. So we're going to go ahead and ink on these hand towels today. So I'm going to I have two different kinds here. So I'm going to go ahead and use this one first. We're going to get our ink mat out. And the reason why we use the ink mat is so the ink doesn't bleed through. And it also keeps the fabric nice and flat for us, so it doesn't have any wrinkles in it, and you're just going to smooth it on the ink mat, which is got adhesive on it. Okay, so there's our first one. And on this one I'm going to put it's getting hot in here, so I'm going to move it so at least I can see my marks up there. And I'm going to be using black ink on this, black velvet. So on the fabric, when you go to ink, which ink's permanent once it's heat set, and it's got permanent ink right here on the lid. They're always white, and they always say permanent ink. You do not have to fuzz because we're actually kind of fuzzing ourselves on this towel. Okay, so I'm going to put it closer to the top so I can maybe read it a little bit more than putting it in the middle. I'm just going to smooth it down. So this is the same transfer that you use to paste as well. And same stir stick. Ink is a lot thinner than the paste. Okay, and FYI, just always make sure you check your hands and your fingers. Make sure you don't have any ink on them. That happens to me a lot. It doesn't take much. We're going to dip it. The ink is a lot thinner. Like I said, it doesn't take as much though. I have the most luck putting it on thick and then bringing it down. You should still be able to see what you're inking. Okay, so we want to see our design. I don't keep going over it. I go over it a few times and then I'm finished. Okay, so it's not like paste where we can keep going and going. Now when I pull it nice and slow. And then also if we have a spot that is missed, we can lay it back down. So far so good. Pull slow, and voila. How cute is that? Just goes in the bath of water just like our regulars, just like a normal process with the paste or ink with the transfers. Reusable 8 to 12 times. We just clean off the excess ink, and then you want to dry sticky side up. These were already marked back in front because we used them previously. I had used them previously. So you want to make sure that Sharpie mark is facing down when you dry. Okay, so that means that if the Sharpie's facing you, you need to turn it over. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do our next one. So what I do is I let this sit. If I'm not pressing to, you know, if I'm making this to sell it or if I'm making it as a present, if I'm not pressing to give it away right away, I'll let it dry 24 hours and then I will heat set with my Cricut. I just put it on 350 for 30 seconds, okay? And I use these Teflon sheets that are heat resistant. So make sure you take out the ink mat before you heat set, okay? And then you put this on there, and then you're going to heat press it. You can use an iron as well and parchment paper if you don't have these Teflon sheets. But always make sure you remove the ink mat before you heat set, okay? That's just the FYI, their tip and trick, okay? So we'll set this aside, and we're going to do our next one. So let's get this unfolded here. Okay, we'll get our ink mat out. I kind of like the hand towels because you can kind of see where the marks are, where it folds. That helps. And on this one, we're going to do, Baker's going to bake. I think that would be cute. So this is what I was talking about, the front and the back. So they were already marked. Okay, I haven't used this one yet though. So we'll go ahead and pull it off. Okay. get our towel lined up here. And we will go ahead and push it down. Actually, I'm going to move it over a little bit. It's kind of hard when the towel maybe isn't cut so straight. Okay, I'm going to use black again, so we'll dip the black. Just going to go ahead and put it on. Doesn't take very much. Okay, make sure it's not, so I don't want to touch it if I have ink on my hands, so I always make sure before I go taking off the transfer, make sure it's not on my hands. And we're going to remove it nice and slow. Make sure we didn't miss anything. So my K looks a little bit, that I didn't get enough ink in there, so I just set it back down. I don't push it, just set it back down and dip the squeegee, and then I just hit it like real quick going up, okay? And voila, perfect. So the squeegee goes in the bath of water. This is the same squeegee we use to paste as we do to ink. Same stir stick, same transfer, just using ink instead of the chalkable, washable paste, okay? So we'll clean that off and we will dry sticky side up. And this is Sassy Kitchen Signs, guys. Size C. This came out on the Spring Summer Catalog release. My chalk site is in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, I really appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.